You're watching KCTV English News. I'm Angel Kim. Illegal immigrants residing in Jeju Island will be allowed to undergo testing for coronavirus. The Jeju Provincial Police Agency has decided to remove the process of reporting personal information to allow illegal residents to get tested without worry of deportation. The agency has asked all illegal immigrants to undergo testing if they experience any suspicious symptoms. There is an estimated 13,000 illegal residents on Jeju Island as of 2018, and the new policy comes in the midst of a crackdown on illegal immigration. There is currently an exemption on fines and prohibition of entry for illegal residents who return to their home country voluntarily by June. The provincial government will reinforce disinfections at multi-use facilities. The province will conduct decontaminations every day at the bus terminals in Jeju City and Seogwipo City. All of Jeju Island's 881 buses that are in operation will also be disinfected either once a week or once a month. The province plans to secure 254,000 masks and 58,000 hand sanitizers to equip venues where hygiene conditions are poor. The Provincial Commission of Audit and Inspection is postponing scheduled audit activities to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. The Commission has postponed the autonomous audit of the Jeju Provincial Labor Committee and the Jeju Sports Council for the Disabled, which were scheduled to take place on the 13th and 17th, respectively. The special audit on irregular recruitments at local public organizations will be completed within the week. The Commission will also decide whether to conduct regular audits scheduled after next month based on the status of the coronavirus crisis. The Ministry of Public Administration and Security will reduce the tax burden on taxpayers affected by the coronavirus. For those who have been affected by the virus, the reporting or payment deadlines for acquisition taxes, local income tax, and employee residence tax will be extended from 6 months to a year. Payment for local taxes will also be suspended from 6 months up to 1 year. Tax audits and ongoing tax investigations will also be postponed. Entities that are eligible for the new policy include businesses that were forced to close for coronavirus quarantine. However, entertainment establishments are excluded from the program. Jeju Island will work with a local startup company to provide important information on the coronavirus to the public. The startup company Paul Lab has made a deal with Jeju Province and the portal site Naver to provide free information related to the coronavirus through Naver's business platform. Based on big data, they will deliver real-time data such as information on confirmed cases of the coronavirus, the status of Chinese tourist arrivals, and the status of screening clinics in Jeju. They will also focus on blocking fake news related to the virus. It's time again for Film Focus. Here's Mike Laidman with a couple of new movies available now on KCTV's video on-demand service.
Last week on Film Focus, we featured one movie that hit high and hard, and another that landed a pretty soft left hook. This week, we're left with that same left hook, and then whatever it is that's much weaker than that. The casting of Robert Downey Jr. can in no way save this latest imagining of Dr. Dolittle, as he's been wonderful to watch as Iron Man over the past 12 years, and just goes to show how important good material is. 21 Bridges features another Avengers alumnus in Chadwick Boseman, and hits more high notes than our animal-loving doctor. Welcome to another edition of Film Focus. I'm Mike Laidman.
What happened?
21 Bridges is the kind of action film you go into knowing that it's probably going to be serviceable enough. And that's exactly what you get here, so no surprises. The movie follows an embattled NYPD detective who is thrust into a citywide manhunt for a pair of cop killers after uncovering a massive and unexpected conspiracy. As the night unfolds, lines become blurred on who he is pursuing and who is in pursuit of him. When the search intensifies, extreme measures are taken to prevent the killers from escaping Manhattan as the authorities close all 21 bridges to prevent any entry or exit from the iconic island. The jury is pretty split on what to think about 21 Bridges, with critics generally praising Boseman's take on the lead role, but being disappointed that the movie doesn't do more with the remainder of its talented cast. Add to that the fact that the movie fails to fully deliver on its somewhat out-of-the-box action promises, and it's tough not to come away just a little disappointed.
I will find out why tonight happened.
Are you Dr. Dolittle?
A little disappointed is the kind of language that I'm sure those associated with Dolittle would like to hear a little more. After losing his wife 7 years earlier, the eccentric Dr. John Dolittle hermits himself away behind the high walls of Dolittle Manor with only his menagerie of exotic animals for company. But when the young queen falls gravely ill, a reluctant Dolittle is forced to set sail on an epic adventure to a mythical island in search of a cure, regaining his wit and courage as he crosses old adversaries and discovers wondrous creatures. Ah, yes, if only it were so easy. The humor is tired, the adaptation jumbled, and there's really only enough substance here to entertain the youngest of viewers. We deserve so much more from such a creative team. If there has to be some praise, well, then it's that the CG work is decent, and that's really it. Move along, folks, to the real cows in greener pastures.
Oh, what a wonderful world.
Hueri Natural Park is showcasing plum blossom flowers from February 7th. Come and enjoy a digital art exhibition of a fairy tale. Taking a look at our weather, looks like another cloudy day here on the island. For the details, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 6, and the afternoon high, 9 degrees. Down south in Seogwipo, temperatures will fall between 5 and 11. The low before lunch in Seongsan will be 4, and the high in the afternoon, 9 degrees. Across the island in Kosan, a low of 6 in the morning, warming up to a high of 9 degrees. Up on the mountain at Songpanak, the morning low is at -2 degrees, topping off at 2 degrees in the afternoon. Out on the water, winds will be out of the northwest and north at a speed of 8 to 13 meters per second and waves between 1 and 2.5 meters. And here's a look ahead. Thank you for joining us today at KCTV English News. You can follow us on YouTube at KCTV eNews Jeju and on KCTV's VOD service. See you again tomorrow.